Hey, Sheepdog here. I want to cover some more custom setups I've been doing with my flight sim for the A-10. One of the things that I have always thought would be great in the A-10 is when you do an air-to-air refuel, if you could actually see how much fuel you're taking on. So in this video, a couple extra things I've done. I'm using VoiceAttack with some snap views so that I can get just the right view that I would like when I'm approaching the tanker. And also I've added an actual gauge up where we see the compass so that we can see how much fuel we're taking on using Helios. So the first thing I want to do, just kind of show what I'm doing with snap views and VoiceAttack. Set refuel. Alright, so what I did was I made a custom snap view to get just where I wanted to be. I am using track IR, but I turned that off. I go to this view, and it'll actually go to this view with track IR on, which is kind of cool, and it locks it. And then with Helios, with the fuel control, I set it up so when I open the fuel control, we'll actually see the fuel gauge over the top of our compass. So let's take a look at that real quick. All right, so here you can see that where that's come up. Let me pull up Helios and kind of show you. I got some custom work there as well that I've done. So this is the Captain Zine profile for the A-10C, and you'll see like the MFCDs. I've added numbers to my buttons. So when somebody says which button you should be able to use, you can find it really quickly without even having to think about it. So that's kind of cool. And then I think in the original profile, there were some buttons down here at the bottom to open up like your left and right consoles. And I changed those up a little bit, made them look like rockers. So we want to actually go to like left A, and here we can see that our refuel door is open. And I'm going to go back to DCS, and when I close the door, this gauge will actually go away. So that's something that's kind of cool. One of the other things that I just haven't set Helios up quite right. I'm still learning how to do that. But I did have some issues where sometimes that gauge was out of sync with the door actually being open or closed. So what I did was in Helios, I added this extra little button here, and it'll just hide that gauge when I push that button. So just one of the little workarounds I did. So with that, let me put this on pause. I'll go load up a refuel mission, and we'll actually see what it looks like. Alright, so here we are coming up on a tanker, getting ready to refuel. The first thing I want to do is change my view. Set refuel. Alright, that gives me the view I want, and then I'm going to open up my fuel door. And we got our fuel gauge popped up there. Come up here a little bit. And we're going to call out and let Texaco know we're ready for pre-contact. Texaco, ready pre-contact? Alright, let's roll up here and see if we can take on some gas. Almost there. Slowed down a little too much. Throttle up a little bit. Nope, for some reason our door isn't closed. Huh. Try this again. Alright. Not sure what happened there, but it seemed like I was getting something that kept opening and reclosing the door after I hit the button on it. I'll have to check that out. But we are just about there. Come on. Wow. There we go. Now we're taking on fuel. Got our fuel gauge there. Gotta keep an eye on it. Still a little tricky looking over there at the gauge and trying to make sure you're in the right place to keep connected, but it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright, I'm going to disconnect and roll out. Let him know I'm done refueling. Texaco. Abort refuel. Alright, and then I'm going to close the door up. And we lost our refuel gauge. Now I want to return back to my default view. Reset view. Recenter view. There we go. Get track IR back on. We can look around. Say bye-bye to our buddy out there. And that'll be it for this video. Thanks.